In yesterday class, we discussed about current electricity chapter. That is, in yesterday class, we discussed about electric current in terms of drift velocity. So that is already completed. Now, let us discuss deduction of Ohm's law. Deduction of Ohm's law. So, dear students, Ohm's law is the very most important. Ohm's law is the very most important question for generally 2 or 3 marks. So, this is the first of all deduction of Ohm's law. How to derive the Ohm's law? So, suppose already we know in yesterday class we discussed about electric current in metallic conductors. Suppose let us consider a conductor like this. This is the conductor of length L. A be the area of cross section of the conductor. This is the area. So the two ends of the conductor connected by a battery of potential is what? V. So whenever a potential difference will be applied across the ends of the conductor, electrons inside the conductor are drifted in a direction opposite to the electric field. That is called drift velocity. Already we know. So of course this is the positive side, this is the negative side. So this is the direction of electric field from positive to negative. Okay, it is clear. So whenever a potential difference will be applied across the ends of the conductor of length L, electrons are drifted with the velocity Vd in a direction opposite to the field. That is clear. So that velocity is known as drift velocity. The average velocity of the electron in which electrons are drifted in a direction opposite the field. That is nothing but a drift velocity. The average velocity with which electrons are drifted in a direction opposite to the field. That is called drift velocity. Okay. Okay. See, please remember it. మనం వోల్టేజ్ అప్లై చేయకముందు ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ కండక్టర్లో ర్యాండమ్గా మూవ్ అవుతూ ఉంటాయి డ్యూ టు దేర్ థర్మల్ ఎనర్జీస్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఆర్ మూవింగ్ ర్యాండమ్లీ. The velocity of the electron in that case is called thermal velocity. Thermal velocity is due to thermal energy of the electrons. థర్మల్ ఎనర్జీ వల్ల ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ అనేవి మూవ్ అవుతూ ఉంటాయి. అప్పుడు ఆ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఉండే వెలాసిటీ మనం థర్మల్ ఎనర్జీ అంటాం. ఎప్పుడైతే మనం పొటెన్షియల్ ఇచ్చామో బిట్వీన్ ద ఎండ్స్ ఆఫ్ ద కండక్టర్ ఇన్ అడిషన్ టు ద థర్మల్ ఎనర్జీ in addition to the thermal velocity, some more velocity will be added. That more velocity is nothing but some extra velocity will be added. That extra velocity is nothing but drift velocity. మనం పొటెన్షియల్ డిఫరెన్స్ ఎప్పుడైతే ఇచ్చామో జనరల్ ఇనిషియల్ ఏమవుతుందన్నా బిఫోర్ ఇన్ ద ఆబ్సెన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఆర్ అప్లైడ్ వోల్టేజ్ electron possess thermal velocity. All electrons moving randomly, moving inside the conductor, they are collide to each other. Okay, average thermal velocity of the electron is equal to, actually average velocity of the electron equal to what? 0. There is no particular direction of electron. So whenever a applied field will be given, that is electric field will be applied across the ends of the conductor, electrons are drifted in the direction opposite the field. ఆ థర్మల్ వెలాసిటీ ఇంకొద్దిగా మోర్ వెలాసిటీ యాడ్ అవుతుంది. దాన్ని ఏమంటాం మనం? డ్రిఫ్ట్ వెలాసిటీ అంటాం. సో ఆ డ్రిఫ్ట్ వెలాసిటీ థర్మల్ వెలాసిటీ రెండు ఉండే అప్పుడు ఎలక్ట్రాన్కి. సో ఎలక్ట్రాన్ ఎటు మూవ్ అవుతుందనా? ఆపోజిట్ ఫీల్డ్ మూవ్ అవుతుంది. ఎప్పుడు రా? వెనెవర్ ఏ పొటెన్షియల్ డిఫరెన్స్ విల్ బి అప్లైడ్. ఓకే, సో drift velocity of the electron Vd is equal to u plus a tau. That is V is equal to U plus AT formula. Tau is the relaxation time. Tau is what? Relaxation time. Relaxation time. Okay. What is meant by relaxation time? So what is meant by relaxation time? The time interval between any two successive collisions. So లోపల ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ బంబార్డ్ అవుతూ ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి సక్సెసివ్ కొలిజన్కి మధ్యన గ్యాప్ దాన్ని రిలాక్సేషన్ టైం అంటాం. సో U is the thermal velocity, average thermal velocity. V is the drift velocity. Initially average thermal velocity మూవ్ అవుతుంది కదా, పొటెన్షియల్ ఇవ్వగా ఏమైందిరా ఫైనల్ వెలాసిటీ ఏమైంది VD అవుతుంది. సో VD is the drift velocity. A is the acceleration of the electron. Whenever applied field will be, whenever some quantity of voltage will be applied across the ends, electron possess some acceleration. Okay. See, VD is equal to average thermal velocity is what? 0 plus F is equal to F by M into tau. So VD is equal to F is equal to what? E by M into tau. So this is the drift velocity of the electron. E electric field, applied electric field, E charge of the each electron, M mass of the electron, tau relaxation time. Okay. So now so electrons are drifted, that is flow of current in the conductor. Already we know current in the conductor is given by I is equal to NEA VD. I is equal to, see dear student, N is what? Number of electrons per unit volume. That is electron density. N is what? N is small n is equal to electron density. That is number of electrons per unit volume. E charge of the each electron, A area of the given conductor, VD drift velocity of the electron. Then NEA, what is the value of VD? E tau by m. Okay. So now I is equal to N E square E square A N E into E square A. So what is the value of E? Dear student, E is the electric field. So what is the relation between electric field and potential? E is equal to V by D. Okay, in this case distance is nothing but length. Okay, see, E is equal to V by L tau by M. So like this. See dear students, E is equal to V by L. Okay, N is square A. V means potential, tau by Lm. Okay, so ultimately I is equal to N is square A tau by Lm into V. Please remember it. So on cross multiplication, Lm by N is square A tau is equal to, on cross multiplication students, is equal to V. So like this, on cross multiplication, Lm by N is square A tau into I is equal to V. Okay, see, this is the total constant, that is R. I is equal to V. So V is equal to what? IR. Where? Over R, V is equal to IR. So this is the Ohm's law, very most important. So where R is equal to, like this, Lm by N is square A tau is called resistance of the given conductor. given conductor. So where R is called resistance. Resistance is equal to Lm by L square A tau. So that is the resistance of the conductor. Please remember it, students, that is a very most important note. Resistance R is independent on V and I. R is independent on V and I. ఇక్కడ I గాని V గాని ఉందా లేదు. R is independent on V and I. The value of resistance depends upon nature of the material. And see, M is the mass of the electron, that is constant. L, length of the given conductor. So resistance depends upon length of the given conductor. N is what? Number of electrons per unit volume. For a given conductor, number of electrons per unit volume is constant. For example, మనం కాపర్ తీసుకున్నాం. కాపర్లో ఒక 1000 ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఉన్నాయి అనుకున్నాం పర్ యూనిట్ వాల్యూమ్కి. సిల్వర్లో 500 ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ పర్ యూనిట్ వాల్యూమ్ ఉన్నాయి. సో number of electrons per unit volume depends upon nature of the material. So resistance depends upon length of the conductor, and N means number of electrons per unit volume. So it is different for different materials. That's why R depends upon nature of the material, and E, what is the value of E? Charge of the electron, that is constant. So R value is independent on E. Of course, these are constant. M, O, E are constants. Next, another one. Resistance depends upon area of the cross section of the given conductor. So that is also very most important. See, that's why this is inversely proportionality is there. So area of cross section of the conductor decreases, resistance increases. Length increases, resistance increases. Okay. Next, last one is tau, relaxation time. See, dear students, resistance depends upon, of course, relaxation time is what? The time interval between any two successive collisions. So whenever two electrons are collide to each other, the resistance increases. So that means two electrons are collide to each other, temperature of the conductor increases. For more collision, temperature will be more. Temperature increases, resistance increases. See, tau is what? Relaxation time. Please remember it. Relaxation time అంటే ఏంటన్నా? The time interval between two successive collisions. ఇప్పుడు రెండు ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ బంబాట్ అవడానికి 1 సెకండ్ పట్టింది అనుకుందాం. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ కొలిజన్ అయిందంటే టెంపరేచర్ క్రియేట్ అయింది. ఓకే, టెంపరేచర్ పెరుగుతుంది అంటే రిలాక్సేషన్ టైం ఏమవుతుంది? తగ్గుతుంది. అంటే తక్కువ టైంలో, ఇందాక 1 సెకండ్లో బంబాట్ అయ్యి ఇప్పుడు హాఫ్ సెకండ్లోనే బంబాట్ అవుతుంది అనుకోండి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ హాఫ్ సెకండ్లో బంబాట్ అవుతుంది అంటే రిలాక్సేషన్ టైం డిక్రీజెస్, టెంపరేచర్ ఇంక్రీజెస్. బిరుబిరున బంబాట్ అవుతుంది, ఫ్రాక్షన్ ఆఫ్ సెకండ్లో బంబాట్ అవుతుంది అంటే మోర్ టెంపరేచర్ క్రియేటెడ్. సో టెంపరేచర్ ఇంక్రీజెస్, రెసిస్టెన్స్ ఇంక్రీజెస్, రిలాక్సేషన్ టైం డిక్రీజెస్. రిలాక్సేషన్ టైం అంటే ఏంద్రా? టైం ఇంటర్వల్ బిట్వీన్ ఎనీ టూ సక్సెసివ్ కొలిజన్స్, దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ రిలాక్సేషన్ టైం. ఫాస్ట్గా బంబాట్ అవుతుందంటే టైం తగ్గుతుంది. 1 అవర్కి బంబాట్ అయ్యి 1 సెకండ్కే అవుతుంది అంటే ఏంది? మోర్ కొలిజన్స్ టేక్స్ ప్లేస్. రిలాక్సేషన్ టైం డిక్రీజెస్ మీన్స్ మోర్ కొలిజన్స్ టేక్స్ ప్లేస్. More collisions, temperature will be more. Resistance is more. Okay. See, please remember it. So that is a very most important. Resistance depends upon what factors? Okay. So before that, see, potential difference is equal to I into R. Okay. Where I current in the conductor, R is the resistance of the conductor. See, dear students. So this is the deduction of Ohm's law. So now statement of Ohm's law. Scientist name George Simon Ohm. Ohm's law. Ohm's law statement. The very most important George Simon. George Simon Ohm. Scientist name. George Simon Ohm. Statement. Ohm's law states that at a constant temperature, other physical conditions are same. Potential difference across the ends of the conductor is directly proportional to the current in the conductor. See, dear students, this is the conductor, so connected by a battery. VB the voltage. Whenever a potential difference will be applied across the ends of the conductor, electrons are drifted. That is indicates electrons, flow of electrons means current. Rate of flow of charge in the conductor is nothing but current. So whenever a potential difference will be applied across the ends of the conductor, current flows in the conductor. So that is nothing but simply Ohm's law statement. So Ohm's law states that potential difference across the ends of the conductor is directly proportional to the current in the conductor. At constant temperature and other physical conditions remains constant. So V proportional to I. V is equal to remove the proportionality, some constant is there. That constant is nothing but R. R is the proportionality constant and also is known as resistance of the conductor. So V is equal to IR. This is the Ohm's law. So in this case R is equal to V by I. V by I is called resistance of the conductor. So in SI system, R is equal, resistance of the conductor is equal SI unit. See, V is the volt, of course V by I, that is equal to V, potential difference, that is volt by current is ampere. In volt per ampere or ohm, that is symbol. Symbolically, ohm like this. This is ohm. Ohm, read as ohm. SI unit of resistance is ohm or volt per ampere. So ohm definition. Ohm. 1 ohm is equal to 1 volt by 1 ampere. See, dear students, ohm. Resistance of the conductor is said to be 1 ohm. If 1 volt potential difference applied across the ends of the conductor carrying a current of 1 ampere, that is the definition of ohm. Once again I will repeat, ohm. Resistance of the conductor is said to be 1 ohm. If 1 volt potential difference applied across the ends of the conductor carrying a current of 1 ampere. So that is nothing but resistance. Students. Okay. This is the very most important statement. Once again, Ohm's law statement is 2 marks. Very most important statement. That is 2 marks. State and explain Ohm's law. Statement and also like this. P proportional to V is equal to R. Statement means it states that potential difference across the ends of the conductor is directly proportional to the current in the conductor at constant temperature and other physical conditions remain same. That is the statement. This is the mathematical form of Ohm's law. V is equal to IR. There are proportionality constant and also is known as resistance of the conductor in SI system, ohm. Okay. So now origin of resistance. So origin of resistance. Origin of resistance. See dear students, whenever a potential difference will be applied across the conductor, so electrons are moving in a direction opposite the field. During the motion of the electrons, one electron colliding with neighboring electrons or neighboring positive ions or neighboring atoms or walls of the container. Due to the collision, some temperature will be liberated or heat will be generated. This is nothing but resistance. Because of collisions, velocity of the electron decreases. Velocity of the electron decreases. More collisions, more heat will be liberated. That is, more temperature will be created. That indicates nothing but resistance. This is fixed for a given conductor. The value of resistance is different for different materials. Different for different materials. So resistance depends upon nature of the material. Nature of the material. Okay. In every material, some minimum value of resistance occurs. Okay. Some conductors having zero resistance. Zero. That conductors are known as superconductors. Discovered by Kamerlingh Onnes, scientist, in 1911. So every material having some minimum value of resistance. Minimum value of resistance. Okay. See dear students, suppose this is a conductor. Please remember it. This is the conductor. This is the conductor. Okay. So suppose electrons are moving in this direction like this. So each electron collides with the neighboring electrons. Collision with the neighboring electrons. Because of collision, their velocity will be decreases. So temperature will be created. So more collisions, temperature will be more, resistance also increases. Simply resistance means opposing of electrons in the conductor. Opposing of electrons in the conductor is called resistance. So mathematically already we know resistance is equal to V by I. The ratio of potential difference across the ends of the conductor to its current. That is called resistance. That is mathematically resistance means the ratio of potential difference to that electric current in the conductor is called resistance. And simply resistance means opposing of electrons. Opposing of electrons in the conductor whenever charges flows through the conductor. Some opposition occurs due to the collisions. So that is nothing but resistance, that is the origin of resistance. Moreover, see dear students, suppose length of the conductor increases. So length of the conductor increases. Resistance also increases. Why? Suppose for example, 1 meter length ఉంది. 1 meter length ఉంటే ఏమవుతుంది? బాడీకి కొలిజన్ రన్ అవుతానే ఉంటుంది. ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ బొంబార్డ్ అవుతానే ఉంటాయి డ్యూరింగ్ ఇట్స్ మోషన్. ఓకే. సపోజ్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ ఇస్ ఈక్వల్ టు 2 ohms క్రియేట్ అయింది అనుకున్నాం. 2 ohms అపోజింగ్ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ సింప్లీ రెసిస్టెన్స్ మీన్స్. ఓకే. లెంత్ ఇంక్రీజ్ చేశాను అనుకున్నాం. అప్పుడు ఈ టోటల్ ఇక్కడ కూడా కొలిజన్ రన్ అవుతానే ఉంటుంది. రెసిస్టెన్స్ క్రియేట్ అవుతానే ఉంటుంది. సో లెంత్ ఆఫ్ ద కండక్టర్ ఇంక్రీజెస్, రెసిస్టెన్స్ ఇంక్రీజెస్. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మనం ఒక వైర్లో కరెంట్ ఫ్లో చేసాం. తర్వాత కరెంట్ ఆఫ్ చేసి వైర్ పట్టుకుంటే ఏమవుతుందన్న హీట్ ఎక్కువ ఉంది. ఆ హీట్ ఎందుకు ఎక్కింది? బికాస్ ఆఫ్ కొలిజన్స్ ఇన్సైడ్ ద కండక్టర్. Because of electrons are collide inside the conductor. There is nothing but resistance. Due to the resistance, the wire will be heated. It gets heated. Okay. So length increases, resistance also increases. Suppose, dear student, this is the conductor. So like this. In this case, conductor area decreases. This is the area. In this case, area will be decreases. Again, area will be same. Like this. సో ఇక్కడ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఇట్లా మూవ్ అవుతుంది కదా, కొలిజన్ రన్ అవుతానే ఉంది, మూవ్ అవుతానే ఉన్నాయి లైక్ దిస్. బొంబాట్ అవుతుంది, మళ్ళీ ఫ్రెష్గా స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది, మళ్ళీ బొంబాట్ అవుతుంది, మళ్ళీ ఫ్రెష్గా స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. సో ఇక్కడ రాగా చూడండి ఏరియా డిక్రీజ్ అయింది. ఇక్కడ ఏమైందనా more collisions are takes place whenever area of cross section decreases. అన్ని ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఒకేసారి అందులో వెళ్ళిపోవాలి కాబట్టి more collisions are takes place at this region. Okay, so area of cross section decreases, resistance increases. Resistance of the conductor increases. So R proportional to L in this case. In this case, R proportional to 1 by A. 1 by A. So resistance is directly proportional to length and resistance is inversely proportional to area of cross section. Area of cross section. So length of the conductor increases, resistance increases. Area of cross section decreases, resistance increases. So combine these two, R proportional to L by A. See dear students, L by A. So to remove the proportionality, R is equal to some constant into L by A. Where rho is rho. This is rho. Rho is the proportionality constant, is nothing but resistivity. Resistivity of the conductor. Resistivity of the conductor, students. So please remember it. Resistance depends upon length of the conductor, area of cross section of the conductor, and nature of the material and temperature. These are the 4 factors. Very most important. Okay. So now rho is what? Resistivity. Rho is what? Resistivity. Resistivity depends upon what factors? Resistivity depends upon, see, please remember it, resistivity is independent on length and area. I will explain. Okay, see, this is an important formula. See dear students. So R is equal to rho into L by A. Rho into L by A, like this. So what is the value of rho in this case? See dear students, from this equation R is equal to what? Lm by N E square A tau. See, L by A, M divided by N E square tau into L by A. Separate this and L by A. Okay, M N E square tau, like this, into L by A. This is what? Rho. This is nothing but rho. R is equal to some constant into L by A. So rho is equal to M divided by N E square tau. Is called resistivity. This is what? Resistivity of the conductor. Okay, resistivity of the conductor. Okay, see, first of all, resistance depends upon what factors? Resistance depends upon what factors? This is very most important. Resistance depends on, first one, nature of the material. Nature of the material. This is first one. Second one, temperature. Third one, length of the conductor. And fourth one, area of cross section. Area of cross section of the conductor. These are the 4 factors. Very most important 2 marks. Resistance depends upon what factors? Nature of the material, temperature, length of the conductor, area of cross section of the conductor. Okay. So now, see, this is the resistivity. Please remember it. First of all, what is meant by resistivity? Then after, resistivity depends upon what factors? I will explain one by one. See, from this equation, like this, rho is equal to R A by L. It is clear. Suppose A is equal to 1 meter square, L is equal to 1 meter, rho is equal to R. Rho is equal to R. So statement, that is the definition of resistivity. Resistivity definition, please remember it. Resistivity. Resistivity. Resistivity is numerically equal to the resistance of the conductor having unit length and unit area of cross section. Simple definition, very most important. Resistivity is nothing but resistance having unit length and unit area of cross. Unit is nothing but 1. Resistivity is numerically equal to the resistance of the conductor having unit length and unit area of cross section. Okay. See, dear students, resistivity depends upon what factors? That is the very most. Resistivity depends on. Resistivity depends on first one. See, this is the resistivity formula. Rho is equal to m by L square tau. M, mass of the electron, that is constant. Resistivity m will depend on. Next, charge of the electron, that is also constant. Okay. Resistivity depends upon only rho and tau. N and tau. Okay. N, number of electrons per unit volume. ఒక మెటీరియల్ కి నంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ పర్ యూనిట్ వాల్యూమ్ అనేది కాన్స్టెంట్. కాపర్ కాన్స్టెంట్, సిల్వర్ కాన్స్టెంట్, గోల్డ్ కాన్స్టెంట్, టంగ్స్టన్ కాన్స్టెంట్. సో n అనేది డిపెండ్స్ అపాన్ నేచర్ ఆఫ్ ద మెటీరియల్. దట్స్ వై resistivity డిపెండ్స్ అపాన్ నేచర్ ఆఫ్ ద మెటీరియల్. ఫస్ట్ వన్, నేచర్ ఆఫ్ ద మెటీరియల్. నేచర్ ఆఫ్ ది మెటీరియల్. Nature of the material. Second one, resistivity depends upon nature of the material. The second one, this is tau, relaxation time. See, dear students, relaxation time decreases, temperature increases. Temperature increases, resistivity also increases. See, resistivity depends upon relaxation time, no doubt, inversely proportional. Relaxation time decrease అంటే ఏంటి? బిరిబిరిన ఫాస్ట్గా బొంబాట్ అవుతుంది, టెంపరేచర్ పెరుగుతుంది. టెంపరేచర్ పెరిగిందంటే రెసిస్టివిటీ కూడా ఏమవుతుందనా? ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. సో resistivity depends upon temperature. Another there is a factor. So temperature. So temperature, these are the two factors, very most important. Resistivity depends upon nature of the material and the temperature. So temperature increases, resistivity also increases. So that is the very most important. Okay, these are the two factors. See, dear student, what is the SI unit of resistivity? See, like this, from this SI unit, rho is equal to, what is the resistance? What is the SI unit of resistance? Ohm into area, meter square, divided by length, meter. Like this, cancel out. Rho is equal to what? Ohm meter. This is the SI unit of resistivity. SI unit of resistivity. Okay. Ohm meter. Okay. So now, resistivity depends upon nature of the material and temperature. It is independent on length, area, cross section. Suppose dear students, let us consider two materials. So simple one example. Let us consider two material. that is first one is copper material of length is equal to 1 meter, area is equal to area is equal to suppose 2 meter square area is there. Another I will take another material, that is that material also copper. This is also copper. Length is equal to 2 meter. Area of cross section is equal to 10 meter square. This is first material, students. This is the second material. Second material also copper. First material also copper. What is the resistivity? Ratio of their resistivities. What is the ratio of their resistivities? Resistivities are same because resistivity depends upon nature of the material. So it is copper. This one also copper. Okay. Rendu kuda copper say resistivity same. The length ఇంత ఉన్నా ఏరియా ఆఫ్ క్రాస్ సెక్షన్ ఈ సైజ్ ఉన్నా రెసిస్టివిటీ అనేది నేచర్ మీద డిపెండ్ అయింది. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇండిపెండెంట్ ఆన్ లెంత్ అండ్ ఏరియా. సో దీని రెసిస్టివిటీ ρ1, దీని రెసిస్టివిటీ ρ2 అనుకుంటే ρ1 బై ρ2 ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 1:1. సో రెసిస్టివిటీ ఈజ్ డిఫరెంట్ ఫర్ డిఫరెంట్ మెటీరియల్స్. కాపర్కి ఒక వాల్యూ, సిల్వర్కి ఒకటి, గోల్డ్కి ఒకటి, టంగ్స్టన్కి ఒకటి. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ డిఫరెంట్ ఫర్ డిఫరెంట్ మెటీరియల్స్. For same material, it will be constant. Okay. Next students. So conductivity represented by letter sigma. Simply conductivity means the ability of the conductor to allow the charges. So actually copper is a good conductor. Copper is a good conductor of electricity. Simple. That is conductivity means the ability of the conductor to allow the charge carriers. That is nothing but conductivity. So generally conductivity means reciprocal of resistivity is called conductivity. The reciprocal of resistivity is called conductivity. So in SI system, SI unit of resistivity is ohm meter. See this in ohm inverse, meter inverse. Ohm inverse, meter inverse. Or, so dear students, OR, this is 1 by ohm. 1 by ohm is nothing but mho. MHO, mho per meter is also correct. Or Simon per meter also correct. So mho, ohm ki reverse nana. That is like this. Mho per meter. Mho into meter inverse. Simon into meter inverse. Either correct. SI unit of conductivity is ohm inverse, meter inverse, like this. దీనికి reciprocal. లేదంటే mho per meter, లేదంటే Simon per meter. Mho is nothing but Simon. George Simon Ohm. Simon scientist name. ఆయన Ohm. Okay, conductivity means the reciprocal of resistivity is called conductivity. See, resistivity is what? Like this. Sigma is equal to 1 by rho, that is equal to 1 divided by rho m by n is square tau. So m by n is square tau. So conductivity is equal to n is square tau by m. N is square tau by m. So this is the conductivity formula. Okay. So now the very most important 5 marks. What is the relation between simple relation between conductivity and current density Relation between conductivity. Conductivity is nothing but what? Sigma. Current density is nothing but J, and electric field. That is, or show that J is equal to sigma E. Show that J is equal to sigma E. So this is the relation between conductivity, current density J, and electric field E. Okay. So relation between conductivity is J. Sorry, sigma, and current density J, and electric field E. Okay, relation. See, dear students, from Ohm's law, V is equal to I into R. V is equal to IR. I is equal to what? V by R. V is equal to IR, I is equal to V by R. So R is equal to, already we know, R is equal to rho L by A. That is equal to V A by rho into L. It is clear. Already R is equal to rho into L by A. Already we know. So that is, it is converted denominator to numerator, V A by rho L. See, on cross multiplication like this, I by A is equal to what? V by rho into L. Is clear. The ratio of current to that area. So current per unit area is nothing but current density 1 by rho into V by L is nothing but electric field. Also clear. V by L is nothing but electric field. Okay, 1 by rho is nothing but J. 1 by rho is nothing but sigma. Sorry, sigma into. This is the relation between. Current density, conductivity, electric field. Electric field. Very, very most important, Nana. Very, 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 very most important. Show that J is equal to sigma. Very most. Simple and very easy. This is 5 marks question actually. 5 marks. See, dear students, small note. Actually, this is the other form of Ohm's law. See, according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. Just comparison. V and voltage. Voltage is nothing but electric field. Voltage is nothing but, this is related. E is equal to V by L kada, related. Next. Current is nothing but current density in this case. I, J related. And conductivity. Reciprocal of conductivity is nothing but resistivity. Reciprocal of conductivity is nothing but resistivity. So, this is related. So, this is J is equal to sigma is the other form of Ohm's law. That is the CET bit. Which is the other form of Ohm's law? J is equal to sigma is the other form of Ohm's law. Like V is equal to IR law. Okay, now next one. So next, this is the derivation. This is also 5 marks question. So derive sigma is equal to N squared over M. How to derive? This is also 5 marks. A very, very most important. Already derived. J is equal to, of course, very most important. Sigma is equal to N square tau by M. Derive J is equal to N square tau by M. Okay. J is equal to sigma E. Sigma is equal to what? E by J by E. J is equal to I by A into E. So sigma is equal to, what is the value of I? I is equal to NAVD by A into E. A cancel out. sigma is equal to Ne Vd by E. Okay, what is the value of drift velocity? What is the value of drift velocity? See, already we know drift velocity is equal to A tau. A is equal to what? F by m into tau. So Vd is equal to, F is equal to E by m into tau. Substituting Vd value in this, sigma is equal to Ne. Vd is equal to what? E tau by m. Ne, Vd value E tau by m into E. E cancel. So sigma is equal to ultimately n E square tau by m. This is the simple derivation. See like this. Derive conductivity is equal to n square tau by m. Where? Explain the terms. Where n number of electrons per unit volume, E charge of the electron, tau relaxation time, m mass of the electron. Okay, so this is the explained terms. This is the 5 marks question, students. Very, very most important. 5 marks. Okay. So now, according to Ohm's law generally applicable for ohmic devices. Ohmic device means the device which obeys Ohm's law, like galvanometer, voltmeter, ammeter, like that. So limitations, before that, limitations of Ohm's law. Actually, Ohm's law means Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. That is nothing but Ohm's law. Potential difference across the ends of the conductor is directly proportional to current. That is Ohm's law. So at a constant temperature, other physical conditions are remain same. Temperature vary. Ohm's law is changes. Ohm's law V not proportional to I at that case. Temperature constant ga untene V proportional to I. Otherwise V not equal to I. Okay, limitations of Ohm's law. Limitations of Ohm's law. This is the very, very most important, students. Limitations. First one, Ohm's law is applicable for metallic conductors at moderate temperatures. First one, Ohm's law is applicable for metallic conductors at moderate temperatures. Second one, Ohm's law is applicable for ohmic devices. Ohmic device. Ohm's law is applicable for ohmic devices. Ohmic device means the device which obeys Ohm's law. That device is known as ohmic device. Example, voltmeter, ammeter, galvanometer, galvanometer, So that is ohmic device. Very, very most important. Ohmic device also definition. Ohmic device means the device which obeys Ohm's law. The device is known as ohmic device. The voltmeter la gaani, ammeter la gaani, galvanometer la gaani V proportional to I untundana. Mana voltage increase cheste current kuda raise avuta untundi. So first one, Ohm's law is applicable for Ohm's law is applicable at constant temperature and moderate. Ohm's law at constant temperatures. Ohm's law is applicable for metallic conductors at moderate temperatures. First one. Second one, Ohm's law is applicable for ohmic devices. The device which obeys Ohm's law is called ohmic device. Okay, simple. Ohm's law is applicable for ohmic devices. Ohm's law is not applicable for non-ohmic device. Non-ohmic device. Non-ohmic device means the device which does not obey Ohm's law. That is called non-ohmic device. Example for non-ohmic device: diodes, triodes, semiconductors. In this device, V not equal to I. V not proportional to I. In this case, V increases, I also increases. In this case, V increases, I not increases. Current does not increase. So, this is non-ohmic device. These are the limitations. Once Ohm's law is applicable for metallic conductors at moderate temperatures. Ohm's law not applicable for ohmic devices. Ohm's law not applicable. Ohm's law applicable for ohmic devices. Ohm's law not applicable for non-ohmic devices. Non-ohmic devices. If the temperature is varies, Ohm's law not applicable. That is fourth one. Temperature is varies, Ohm's law not applicable. That is the limitations of Ohm's law. Very, very most important. 2 or 3 marks. 2 or 3 marks. 2 or 3 marks. Very, very most important, students. Okay. Thank you.